Hello there, welcome along to Wednesday's House of Games. I'm joined all week by 4 famous faces trying to beat each other, trying to take home this extraordinary trophy there. Look at that. I remember where I was when I first saw that trophy. I was waiting to get some keys cut. Really is quite something. Let us meet our 4 players this week. They are Kelly Cates, Tyger Drew-Honey, Desiree Burch and Matt Allwright. Welcome. It's been quite a week. Kelly, I'm going to start with you. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands across the week. We've had 2 shows so far. They were both won by Matt Allwright. You came second both times, but both times you came second by 1 point. What can we do about that today?
Maybe he's just better than me. Maybe I need to accept second.
That's kidology. It's absolutely getting inside your head there. That's clever, that's clever. I see what you're doing. Now, Tyger, very plaintively yesterday, at one point you said, I've been bottom throughout every single bit of every single show so far, or joint bottom.
Yeah.
Right, what are we going to do? Are we going to rely on the law of averages to get you off the bottom, maybe?
Know more stuff and know it quicker.
No more stuff and know it quicker, kids. Stay in school.
Same policy as yesterday.
Yeah. Desiree Burch, a good show for you yesterday.
Yeah.
It's because you've been in Britain for a day longer. You're picking up some of our stuff.
Yes.
You know,
I mean, we basically decided that we're just fighting amongst each other because they're really pulling out ahead.
They're not bad, are they?
Yeah, no, they're doing quite well. So as long as I can just outmaneuver this one, I'll feel okay in the middle.
At the end there, Matt Allwright, welcome along, sir. 2 shows, 2 wins, both by 1 point. You've also taken home 2 prizes. Remind us what you took home.
Well, very excited about my fondue set.
House of Games fondue set on Monday.
And then the apron to go with it, because I'm a sloppy fonduist.
So I hear. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to win again, but should we take a look at today's prizes?
Yes.
See if there's anything you fancy here. Some people are perking up. We have a House of Games football, House of Games dartboard, a House of Games dressing gown, House of Games pasta maker, and that, on the right, is House of Games sparkling wine.
Non-specific sparkling wine.
Anything you fancy there?
Oh, pasta maker.
Do you think?
Oh, yeah, look at it. Look at the handle on that.
Look at the handle on that.
Yeah.
Kelly, you're going to win today, so what would you go for, do you think?
I'm not going to win today, but if I did win today, I'd probably go for the sparkling wine. I'm not fussy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not fussy.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's non-alcoholic.
Oh, no,
no, it is alcoholic. Of course
Okay.
It's alcoholic. So, here we go. Matt, we need you to be beaten, because you've won both shows.
Fair dues.
Desiree, we want to see your improvement continue. Tyger, we want to see you not in last place at 1 point. We can do this. You're the youngest player who's ever played this game. So come on, we can get you off the bottom of that leaderboard. Shall we play our first game?
Yeah.
Our first round today is the answers in the question. I'm going to show you a clue. Part of that clue will be in capital letters. And the answer to the clue is an anagram of those capital letters. You will see what I mean as soon as you see one, Kelly. Don't panic too much. I'll give you a hand on the first one. I'll give you a hand, I won't help you, but you'll have a bit of time. They go in categories, and your first category is this. Inventions. So you're going to see a clue. Part of it will be in capital letters, and the answer is an anagram of that. Kelly, let's look at your clue. The answer is an invention. You can see the latest lie of the land using this device circling the Earth.
Satellite.
It's the right answer. Anagram of latest lie. Well done. It's clever, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand it now.
Yeah, you
Which is
see.
even better.
You see, you understood it immediately, though. Tyger, here is yours, sir. So the answer is an anagram of the capitals in this clue. If you're a pilot, cheer inventor Paul Cornu, who came up with this machine in 1907.
If you're a pilot, cheer.
Look at immediately Matt Allwright's finger on the... But he knows it, I think.
Oh, I just look like an idiot.
No, you don't know.
I knew the
It's
first
anagrams.
one.
It's anagrams. You wouldn't get it from the clue. Should we time you out?
Yeah, go
Tyger?
for it. Oh.
OK. Kelly.
Helicopter.
Helicopter is the answer, yeah. Anagram of pilot cheer. It doesn't look like it's an anagram, does it?
No.
Well played. Kelly, Desiree, let's take a look at yours. If you fancy an oat rest, you could use one of these to make your breakfast instead.
Toaster?
It is toaster. Well done. Well done. And Matt, here is your first question of the day. This device finally gave the commuter hope of working without having to go to the office.
Home computer.
Oh, it is home computer. Well done.
Horrible when the pressure's on, isn't it? You look at everyone's like,
It's obviously computer, but it was the leftover letters I was struggling with.
Let's go down the line again with a new category. And your category is theatrical knights and dames. Kelly, here is yours. Did this Star Trek wit cap off his career by becoming a Knight of the Realm?
Patrick Stewart.
Is the right answer. Well done. Tyger, here is yours. Though her part in Downton Abbey may be considered her hammiest gig, all this dame's roles so far have been very well received.
I haven't watched Downton, you know.
Even Desiree's got a fit. Even an American. Allwright's on. Kate's is on. Should we time you out? That is Desiree.
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith, yeah, is the right answer. That's annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying.
I mean, not for Desiree. Amazing. It's amazing for her.
Yeah.
Desiree, your question now.
Oh, here we go.
Typical of an American to get a Downton Abbey question right. Did this X-Men actor kneel in calm contemplation as the Queen made him a knight?
Ian McKellen.
Is the right answer. Well done. And Matt, let's finish the round off with you. Here's your question. Though sadly no longer with us, this star of stage and screen was known for his collaborations with David Lean and for having genuine class.
Alec Guinness.
Is the right answer. Very well played, Alec Guinness. Well done at home if you got some of those right. Sorry about Maggie Smith's helicopter. Shall we take a look at the scores at the end of that round? Is Tyger in last place? Yes, yes, sir. I can confirm he currently is. That will change. It will change. 2 points for Matt, and we have tied leaders, Kelly and Desiree, on 3. I can feel this next round, Tyger, is yours. I can just feel it.
OK.
Here we go. Round 2 is going to be all in the details. Now, this is a pairs round. As always with pairs round, the player in last place gets to choose. At least you get to choose your partner each time. That's something, isn't it? Who would you like to choose today?
Well, I think we did well last time, and although he's not in the lead at the moment, he's won both shows, so I think I'll go with that fella over there.
Matt Allwright. So Desiree and Tyger, change places, please.
Thank you for your faith.
This is the same pairs as yesterday.
Yeah.
OK, all in the details. Before I tell you what it is, let me reveal today's category, which is geography. Now, I'm going to give each of you 3 clues. Earlier on, your partner filled in some blanks in those clues. You just have to guess what your partner was trying to describe. Your partner must remain absolutely silent throughout. Shall we take a look at Kelly's? Kelly, you have to guess a landmark, OK? And these are the 3 clues that earlier in the show Desiree helped us with. Let's take a look at them. Here are your 3 clues. It's found in, according to Desiree, Athens. Oh. It's situated on top of, according to Desiree, a mount. And last clue, it was completed in, according to Desiree, big numbers, BCE. What do you think the landmark might be?
I'm now torn between 2.
What are you thinking?
Either the Parthenon. I'll go for the Acropolis.
The Acropolis, says Kelly Cates. Is it the correct answer? It is not, I'm afraid. Desiree, do you remember what the correct answer was?
Yeah, it was the other one you were going to say.
The Parthenon.
Sorry.
No, it's not your clues.
Not terrible clues, were they?
Yeah,
not
no,
terrible clues at all. Athens, it is in Athens. And it's situated on top of the Athenian Acropolis. And it was completed, you're quite right.
Big numbers.
432 BCE. Yeah. Well done. Tyger, here's one for you.
Oh,
we need the name, please, of a city. And Matt, before the show, completed 3 clues. Matt's looking quite confident. I think Matt likes his clues. Here are your clues to the city. What city is this? It has a coastline on the, according to Matt, Mediterranean. It's known for the architecture of, according to Matt, Gaudi. And final clue, Its most famous street is called, according to Matt, Las Ramblas. Which city is he guiding you towards?
You know, I don't really know. Las Ramblas sounds very Spanish, but then is the south of Spain on the Mediterranean? We will go...
The nice use of we.
Sorry, Matt. It's all right, mate. I will go for Tuscany.
Is incorrect, I'm afraid, Matt.
Barcelona.
Barcelona is the correct answer. Yeah, all three clues right as well, actually, Matt. Gaudi right, Las Ramblas right, and Mediterranean. We move back now to Kelly and Desiree. Desiree, I need you to guess, please, an island. Kelly filled in 3 clues, and here they are. It's surrounded by...
Yes. Yes, it is, in fact.
according to Kelly,
Okay.
the Arctic
Okay.
Oceans. The next clue is... It's geographically closest to, according to Kelly, the Faroe Islands. Have you heard of the Faroe Islands?
No.
Do they have the Faroe Islands in America?
No.
And your final clue is... It's best known as
I know what I put.
a large island. So it's surrounded by the Arctic Oceans. It's geographically closest to the Faroe Islands. It's best known as a large island. What do you think, Desiree?
Greenland?
Is it Greenland? Is that the correct answer?
That is unbelievable.
It is the right answer, Desiree. Very well played.
Honestly,
That's amazing.
it was only from the first
Thank
one.
God for you.
And then you said it was large, and I was like, well, it's the only one I know.
Surrounded by the Arctic and Atlantic Ocean, so very close there. Closest to Canada, but the Faroe Islands. I'd say that's a good clue.
Where are they?
Right by Greenland.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
And it is, I think actually it is best known as a lot.
Yeah, no,
what else
but it is. That's
Green
Green
Island.
But the fact that you said it's best known as that, I'm like, there's only one that's known as a large
I think
island.
that's a great clue. I think you did a grand
Yeah.
job. Well played, Desiree. Well played, Kelly. Matt.
Can I just make a little disclaimer? I'm very sorry.
That's a good
I'm
disclaimer.
very sorry
Here we
about
go.
some of my clues.
OK, Matt,
Don't worry,
we are looking for a body of water, and Tyger has completed 3 clues for you, and they are... A famous river that flows into it is, according to Tyger, the Tiber.
OK.
I had to say it. The Tiber is your clue there. It's named after the plague, and it has borders with some places, says Tyger.
Right. The Tiber's in Rome, and it flows into the Mediterranean. Some places has really narrowed it down massively. But I'm going to go with that middle clue, and the idea that you said the plague, you're thinking of the Black Death, so I'm going to say the Black Sea.
Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Very well played.
Well done.
Keep giving me those
Nicely
clues.
done.
Wow.
The Danube flows into it, named after the colour black.
colour.
I think that's a perfectly good clue. And it has borders with Turkey and Ukraine, the Black Sea.
Wow.
That second clue, though, is a cracker, because it
Yeah.
absolutely gives it to you, right?
Great.
Very well done to Tyger and Matt.
done, mate.
Tyger and Desiree, if you swap back places, please. Shall we take a look at the scores at the end of that round? Tyger is in last place with 1 point. 3 points for Matt. And Desiree and Kelly sit in the lead on 4. Well played. Tyger, what are we going to do?
We don't need to do anything. It's
No, I
cool.
suppose not. You're not going to be, like, last every round for the whole week. It's almost statistically almost impossible. Shall we play another round? It is going to be... Broken karaoke. Now, we've played this a few times before. It's new to you, I know. We have a karaoke machine here. It is broken, so it only shows the first letters of the words of a famous song. So on the board, you are going to see the first letters of a famous part of a famous song. You just have to tell us what the song is, please. The letters will come up in the rhythm of the song. Your first song is from 1992, so fingers on buzzers. These are the initials of a famous part of which song? Oh, Tyger.
And I will always love you.
Is the correct answer, Tyger. How did you do that?
I just saw the timing of it because it
Beautiful.
stopped, and I was like, well, she's singing along.
Well done. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Point to Tyger. Your next song is from 1961. And let's take a look at the letters. What song is this? Desiree.
Hit the road, Jack.
Is the right answer. Well done.
Rhythm helps. Thank you.
Yeah, Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack. Well played. Let's take a look at your next one. It is from 1976. Here come the letters. Yes, Desiree.
You are the dancing queen.
So what's the title of that song?
Dancing queen.
OK, let's have a listen. Is that right? Is absolutely right. Dancing Queen, well played. By ABBA, of course. Last question of the round. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. What is this song from the year 1984? That's so our era, Matt, isn't it?
Should
1984.
be.
Come on.
It should be.
What's this song, please? And here are the initials of the song. From 1984. Shall I play it to you? You'll kick yourself. Here it is.
I recognised the melody of the
Yes.
box, but I just still didn't come.
Yeah, Tina Turner. Some people are geniuses at this, so well done if you got a clean sweep at home. Shall we take a look at the scores? At the end of that, here we are going into round 4. In last place is Tyger on 2. Tyger only 1 point behind
I know,
Matt.
there was a 1-point deficit.
You'd have
We're like
taken that,
halfway through
wouldn't
the
you?
show.
Yeah.
3 points for Matt, 4 points for Kelly, with a 2-point lead. 6 points. Desiree.
Hey.
I
Hold
was
on a minute.
hoping that the one time I might not come last, you would come last.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you've got to try and overtake Matt.
No,
That's what
no,
you've got
yeah.
to do.
Come on,
2 rounds to do the end, Tyger. You can do it. Good luck, everybody. Round 4 is going to be... Size matters. We play this on the tablets. Get your tablets out, please. For this, I'm going to give you a number of categories. You need to write down any correct answer in that category, OK? But the person who writes down the longest correct answer, that's the one with the most letters, wins a point. If you write down the longest possible correct answer, you get 2 points. Here is your first category. James Bond films. So any of the official James Bond films, please. Those are the Eon James Bond films. What do you think at home on this one? It's tricky, isn't it, when they come into your head? So a correct answer, that's the kind of easy bit, isn't it? But what's the longest answer you can give? Everyone written one? Mm-hmm. Kelly, what have you gone for?
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, that's it. That's the
On Her
one.
Majesty's Secret Service.
That's
It's a
the
good
one.
start to the round. Blimey.
Yeah.
Let's put that up there, Kelly. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 26 letters long. Tyger, what have you gone for?
Well, I haven't
Don't
won.
say Dr. No.
I said the man with the golden gun.
Oh,
That's
that's a good
long.
answer. The man with the golden gun, says Tyger. 22 letters.
Oh,
Any other day, that's a winner, isn't it? Desiree, what have you said?
I couldn't remember any Bond films. It's
Uh-oh.
the only one I think is a Bond film because they did an Austin Powers version of it, The Spy Who Loved Me,
The
which I think
Spy
is one.
Who Loved Me.
Isn't that one?
Well, we'll find out. Won't we, at the end? The Spy Who Loved Me, says Desiree. That has got 16 letters, and Matt at the end there.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, on Her Majesty's Secret Service. Let's find out. We know anyway. On Her Majesty's Secret Service is the correct answer. It is indeed. A point each to Matt and to Kelly. Those other two, by the way, both correct answers. Well played. What's the longest title of a James Bond film? Best possible answer. Well done. 2 points for Kelly, 2 points for Matt. Here's your next one. Your category is Words in the NATO phonetic alphabet. So any of the 26 words in the NATO phonetic alphabet, please. Has to be a correct answer. Has to be the longest one you can think of. Everybody in? Desiree,
Yeah.
you in?
Yeah.
OK, we're all in. So words in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Tyger, what have you gone for?
It's not that long, but I couldn't think of a long one. I've gone for November.
November,
Good shout.
says Tyger. I think that's not a bad answer. How many letters is that? 8 letters
Nice.
for Tyger. Desiree, what have you gone for?
I did Juliet, which I think is J.
Juliet, says Desiree. That's 7 letters. Matt Allwright, what have you put?
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, says Matt. 7 letters as well. And Kelly Cates, what
I
have you
don't
said?
think mine's right. I don't think
Umbrella.
umbrella's the word
We
for
will
you, is
find out, won't we? Umbrella, says Kelly. If it is right, you're laughing because it is 8 letters long as well. Is umbrella a word in the NATO phonetic alphabet? It is not, I'm afraid. Uniform is
Of
U.
course it is.
Is November a correct answer for a point for Tyger? It is indeed. Well played, Tyger. Juliet and Foxtrot also correct answers. Have you got a bonus point? Have you got a second point? Is November the longest possible word in the NATO phonetic alphabet? I'm struggling to think of a longer one. Let's see, what's the longest word in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
Get it!
November. Well played.
Well done, Tiger.
Nicely done.
2 points. Beautiful. Here is your final category in this round, and it is Top 40 Singles by Oasis. That's a trickier one, isn't it? Anyone at home who's got On Her Majesty's Secret Service and November, see if you can go for the clean sweep here. Everyone got an answer?
I'm not sure if it's by Oasis, though.
Desiree, we'll start with you. What have you gone for?
I could only remember one song by Oasis, and it was Wonderwall, which I know is not the right answer.
Wonderwall.
And there's another one with a longer title, but I can't remember what it is.
OK, you've said Wonderwall. Let's put it up there. Let's see how many letters that is. It is 10 letters. Matt, what have you gone with?
I've gone with What's the Story, Morning Glory.
What's the story, Morning Glory, says Matt. 25 letters. Beat that, Kelly Cates.
Equal it?
Oh, What's the story, Morning Glory,
Exactly the
says
same.
Kelly as well.
Yeah.
25 letters. And Tyger, what have you gone with?
Don't know if this is by Oasis, but Don't Look Back in Anger.
Don't Look Back
good.
in Anger is Tyger's answer.
The other one.
19. So a point for Kelly and Matt. If What's the Story, Morning Glory is a correct answer, was that a top 40 single by Oasis? It was not, I'm afraid.
Oh.
A single. It's the name of the second album.
The name of that
Things have changed.
Yeah.
What's the
What's the
interesting-
single called then?
It's called Morning Glory, the track.
Is it?
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah. Don't Look Back in Anger, however, is absolutely a single. Very well played, Tyger.
Boom.
Point for you. Have you scored 2 points, though? What is the longest answer you could have given for Oasis top 40 singles? Oh, the importance of being idle. 24 points. Well done if you said that. That was a better round, wasn't it? It was all right. Nice. Very well done. Tablets away, please, everybody. Let's take a look at where we stand. Desiree was leading coming into this round, but a good round for a few others, that one. Here's how we stand going to our final round. Look at that.
Wow.
5 points for Matt and Tyger, 6 points for our joint leaders, Desiree and Kelly. Ooh. How about this? Now, I don't need to remind you, Kelly, 2 shows in a row, Allwright has beaten you by 1 point.
Yeah.
And this final round has been all-important both times. This time, you have 2 very close competitors. Desiree and Tyger are both so close. Anyone could still win this. We know you're both good at this, but fingers on buzzers, everyone, as we play Answer Smash. Come on, Tyger.
Come on, Tiger.
You can do this.
I can do this.
Come on, everyone, apart from Matt. It's only because, can I just say, we like Matt very much. He's a genuinely lovely fellow, but he's won the first 2 shows. So come on, we've got to share it out. Shall we play, everybody? It is anyone's game. We play Answer Smash. As always in this, I'll show you a picture. I will then put a clue underneath it. You must smash those 2 answers together. Your first category is film directors. So you'll see a picture of a film director, you'll see a clue underneath. Buzz in and get it right, you get a point. Buzz in and get it wrong, you will lose a point. And every point is vital at the moment. We are 6-5, 6-5. Here we go, here's your first one. Which vegetable is a national emblem of Wales? Yes, Matt.
Spike leak.
Spike leak is the correct answer. Well done. Spike Lee and leak. Squashed together there. Here is your second one. The name of which East London street, famous for its curry houses, is the title of a 2003 novel by Monica Ali? Matt.
Stanley Kubrick Lane.
Stanley Kubrick Lane is the right answer. Well played. Here is your third film director. Which animated bird with a love of trees was created by Walter Lantz? That's Kelly.
Clint Eastwood Woodpecker.
Clint Eastwood Woody Woodpecker is the right answer. That's fun to say, isn't it? Well played, Kelly. What is your next category? It is board games. You'll see a picture of a board game. You'll see a clue underneath. Smash them together, see what you got. Here's your first one. Colchester Zoo is found in which English county? Yes, Matt.
It's Essex. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Anyone? Colchester Zoo is found in which English county? Desiree.
Is it Chester?
It is incorrect, I'm afraid. Yes, Tyger.
Chessex.
Chessex is the right answer. Everyone's forgetting to smash the answers together. Well done. Chess and Essex being the clues there. Here's your next one. Which technology company was founded in 1976 by Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs? And that's Tyger.
Mouse Trapple.
Is the right answer. Well played. Very interesting. Now, let's take a look at the next one. Which word can mean a type of sweet snack or a 360-degree turn made in a motor vehicle? That is Kelly.
Clue donut.
Is the correct answer. Clue donut. Oh, man. This is so close. Your next category is poets. Here's your first one. Which common fungal skin infection commonly affects the spaces between the toes? Yes, Kelly.
Sylvia Plathlete's foot.
Sylvia Plathlete's foot is exactly right. First person in the world ever to say that. That is the end of the round and the end of the show.
Yeah, you definitely
Let's
won.
take a look at who has won Wednesday's House of Games. Matt Allwright has won the first two. Who has won the third? Is it Matt again? It is Kelly Cates is our champion. Well done. Well done, Kelly. And looky here,
Yes.
second place, Tyger Drew-Honey.
I'll take it.
Congratulations.
I'll
7
take
points.
it.
Matt, third place, Desiree in fourth. Kelly, well done. What prize are you going to go for?
I am going to go for the sparkling wine.
Kelly, congratulations. Very well played. Tyger, congratulations.
Yeah,
Very
I'll
well done.
take it.
Second place.
I'll take
A
it.
great last couple of rounds. Let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard now. 3 days down. Desiree has 5 points. Tyger has 6 points. He's in third. Matt and Kelly dead level on 10 points. Well done, everybody. So 2 days to go. You are dead level. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you again tomorrow. I'll see you again tomorrow. It's goodbye for now from the House of Games. I assume it's safe to drink.
Well, I probably won't, I'll be honest.